Do you guys want to hear something embarrassing? I almost allowed my skin being broken out to stop me from making this video today. And somehow my lighting on my phone is doing me favors and you can't even tell, which makes it all the funnier. And this is something that has been really in my focus recently, is how I can make excuses for myself, and that's really stopping my momentum. And it made me realize recently that, I'm really, really good at showing up in my art when it comes to painting. But when it comes to writing, which I care about equally, if not more, and then writing ends up spilling out into making content, I don't show up quite the same. And I had to really kind of take a big look at why I wasn't showing up to writing, something that I absolutely love. And there's two things that happen with me with writing. I either come into it with really high expectations of every single time I sit down at my computer or in a journal, I'm supposed to write something so profound that's publishable. Or I avoid trying it all because I'm like, my brain has nothing and I'm just gonna sit there and stare at a blank screen and put noise out. When really those are both just resistance and excuses, and I'm really working my way out of leaning into them. And here's really what needs to happen, and it's so simple. I just show up. All of me is here. That's a meditation I do before every single client. I just take a few deep breaths and I say, all of me is here, all of me is here. And I do a really intentional presence, bringing myself back to the moment. And that's all I need to do for my writing. It's it. It really is it. But I'm making this video because it is so easy for us to find excuses like, oh, my skin's breaking out. Why would I want to be on video? Sometimes we think of resistance as this big, scary monster. And really, resistance is the simple things. It's the little excuses we lean into. It is not showing up to our practice because we're avoiding not writing something that is profound. Much like creativity in other areas, writing is very much the same with content creation. Creativity in general isn't asking you to show up when you're polished. It's asking you just to be present, because that's how you polish. Confidence isn't something that you wait to build and then you go create the thing. Confidence is built by doing the thing, especially when you're feeling resistant towards it. When you start to do the thing that you say you want to do, the thing you say you're going to do consistently, no matter what resistance shows up in front of you, whether it's a pimple or just not feeling like you have the exact right words to say, when you actually push through that resistance, that is where the magic lies. And we think it has to be this big dramatic push through, when really, it's not even pushing. It's not force. It's just being. It's simply showing up, saying, okay, who knows what's coming out of me today? I'm looking at my computer because it's right here. Am I going to come out with something that's really profound? I don't know. But am I going to show up and try to write because that's what I said I was going to do each day? You betcha. Because guess what? The more you do that, the more often that the things that you are writing are something that could be published, are something that you would like to share with others. I know this intellectually. And it's that thing I talk to with all my clients, that there is a knowing and an application of knowledge. And that is where the power lies, is when you apply the knowledge. And so I am happy to say that today I made this video, and it's very short because I got to go get on a client call. Thank the good Lord above for that, because I love my job. All I know is for sure, flow doesn't come from perfection. It comes from participation. You've just got to participate and show up. And that is how you find your flow. Here we are with my pimple that you can hardly see because this camera is so nice to me. Man, chef's kiss to this lighting. And I almost didn't make this because of that. Hilarious. This is my invitation to you to take a second and look at what you're resisting. Look at what excuses you're giving into. And take a deep breath. And remember that pushing through resistance isn't forceful. It's literally just showing up. Just show up for yourself every day with presence, with all of you there, and see what happens.